Hey, sports bettors, what's up? Alex here, and what we're going to be going over is a bunch of profitable bets for the day. There are a lot of good sports betting promos, such as this must-bet promo on Caesars Sportsbook. So you place a standard straight pregame, full game wager on the money line of $20 on the Steelers-Vikings game, and you get $1 in a free bet for every rushing receiving yard by your team's designated running back. So this promo is worth roughly $80 just for placing a $20 bet. So this is one you are not going to want to miss. So before we dive into all the bets, what we're going to do is we're just going to recap. We've been posting our plays well before the games start, whether it's plays from sports betting promos, like we've talked about these parlay insurances, whether it's a play from the OddsJam positive expected value page, whatever it is, we're tracking our plays well before the games start, and we're currently up, roughly 41.50 in profit on roughly 52K bet, which is an ROI of 8%. So we're running a bit hot, I would say, in terms of our EV bets. That's a pretty good ROI, but I am not going to complain. So let's get into the bets for today. So first we have a promo on Caesars. Again, you bet $20 on the money line, and you get $1 in a free bet for every rushing and receiving yard by your team's designated running back. So we bet on the Steelers. We put $100 on, or $20, I apologize, on the Steelers money line. And the reason is Najee Harris has his rushing plus receiving yards, his OU is 102.5. Right? Betting markets are implying that Najee Harris is expected to have roughly 100, rushing plus receiving yards, 102.5 to be exact. So what that means is by placing $20 on the Steelers money line, we are expecting to get back a free bet from Caesars over $100, right? So this is an incredible bet. And then what you can do is you can, once you get that free bet back, you can use the low holds page. You can do filter by Sportsbook on OddsJam. This is a free feature of OddsJam. And then you can see what conversion percentages are the highest for Caesars, where you can hedge your free bets. And usually you can get over 75%. But right now we see in Virginia, I'm a bit more limited in my sportsbooks. I can only get 73.62%. So if you wanted to, you have a free bet from Caesars, let's say for $100, you click this little calculator, it's an $100 free bet. This tells you how much to hedge on the other side to guarantee yourself a risk-free profit of $73.62. So this is the first, must-bet promo. Again, this is on Caesars. Just bet $20 on the Steelers. And if you wanted to, you could also bet, say $25 on under 102.5 rushing plus receiving yards for Najee Harris on DraftKings to guarantee yourself a profit, right? In the worst possible case, Harris doesn't have any yards and the Steelers lose. But if we bet on the under on DraftKings, we would have 21.74 in profit from our $25 wager at minus 115 odds, and then we would lose $20 on Caesars for the Steelers money line, and our net profit would still be positive 174. So if you wanted to, you can play with these numbers to kind of try to earn a higher profit regardless of the outcome. But long story short, this promo is super profitable. Next, Caesars has a same game parlay, risk-free same game parlay, min odds plus 300. So what we went with for this, it's obviously profitable. It's a risk-free, bet. If you lose, you get your money back in the form of a free bet. So we went with Dinwiddie over 11.5 points, Wizards -5 spread, and over 209 total points in the game. Next, we have a promo on DraftKings, also super profitable. It's for Game of the Week Wednesday. So you opt in and you place a pregame bet on Trailblazers Warriors, and you get $1 towards a free bet for every point the game goes over 200. So we put $50 on the under, and you can see that if we scroll down to this game, there's an expected 216 total points in this game. Right? So there's 216 total expected points, which means our expected free bet back from DraftKings is $16, right? So this is a super profitable bet. And if you wanted to, you could take the under to kind of hedge out of your exposure on the over, because obviously you want more points in the game. If there's 250 points in the game, you get a $50 free bet from DraftKings. Then we have parlay insurance. We've talked about this in other videos for college basketball and NHL. If you lose exactly one leg, you get your money back. So our strategy for this is we just navigate to OddsJam, we go to hockey, is we're just picking lines where Fanduel is giving you the best price, right? So you can see Fanduel is giving you the best odds on the Canucks at plus 126. Pinnacle is only giving you plus 118. So that's a good bet to include in our parlay, right? Plus 126 seems like a good line. So that's what we ended up doing. And our parlay is under 6.5 goals, Flyers game, under 6.5 goals, Stars game, Canucks money line, over 6 goals in the Avs game. And then we have college basketball, Wisconsin, Southern Methodist, Kansas State, UNLV. And then we have this promo, which is place $20 in cumulative same game parlay wagers, and you get $10 in free money from FanDuel, regardless of if your bet wins or loses. So this is super profitable. The expected return on your same game parlay is not going to be negative 50%. So this is definitely positive EV. So what we ended up going with is Vikings money line under 43.5 points and Najee Harris first touchdown at plus 32.46 odds. Then we have a bunch of plus EV plays on, a bunch of different sports books, FanDuel, WinBet, DraftKings, Unibet. All we're doing is whenever I'm taking a break from OddsJam, I'm just going to the OddsJam plus EV page, I'm hitting this refresh button, and I'm looking for good lines. So as an example, you can see in the VCU versus Jacksonville State game, FanDuel is giving you minus 105 odds on the under 125.5 total points in this game. Pinnacle, the sharpest sportsbook out there, is all the way down at minus 131. Right? So this is a mathematically profitable bet. The sharpest sportsbook's all the way down at minus 131. You can get minus 105 on FanDuel. This is a great play. So all the OddsJam users, they kind of just, browse this site to look for good betting opportunities and good betting lines. And here's another one, right? Grizzlies versus Mavericks, total points over 216. This is a bet that, we'd want to be on. It's an arb between Pinnacle and DraftKings. In other words, if we had both accounts, we could place a bet on both sides and earn a risk-free profit, which means that one bet has to be mathematically profitable. So you want to hit refresh. You want to know how to navigate the sports books quickly, right? This is really not a game for the slow. Sports betting, it's very similar to like day trading. These lines are constantly moving. Injuries happen in sports betting. Sharp action comes in on certain sides. Lines are always bouncing around. So you just want to learn how to navigate the books quickly, look into betting markets to make sure that you're able to get down good bets. So like as an example, Broncos Lions first half total points over 20.5. That's a good bet. Maybe after this video is done, I'll place it for, tomorrow's video. So what else do we have? So we have Rockets money line. That's a plus EV play at plus 260 odds on FanDuel. So FanDuel limited me to only $100, which kind of sucked, but it was, I guess the Rockets are only plus, 240 or so fair odds against the Nets tonight. So this was a good bet. Right? Then we have Cavs minus 1.5 point spread for $500 on WinBet. We have Bengals game over 46 points on DraftKings. Again, all I'm doing is whenever I'm taking a break from OddsJam, just hitting this refresh button, looking for good lines, placing bets, and this is when they're all coming up. So Bengals 49ers over 46 minus 135 odds, limited. Then we have Rams money line. That was on WinBet. And that was plus 135 odds. Lines have been drifting towards the Rams all week long, so we were able to pick up a good price on them at plus 135. We have Bucks money line minus 170 odds. That's on WinBet. So as lines for tomorrow's game started to be posted last night, there were some pretty big line discrepancies in the NBA, and we were able to get a great price on the Bucks money line. Then we have a few WinBet positive expected value parlays. So we have Sam Houston State Chiefs under 49 for $500 plus 201 odds. We have the Cavs Bulls game plus EV play, $550. We were limited, minus 110 odds. It's over 208.5. We have Bears Packers under 42 points. We have Avs money line under 49 in Raiders Chiefs and Hornets money line under 49 in Raiders Chiefs. So we're really on the unders in the Chiefs game. Actually, we bet this a few days ago at DraftKings for $509.57, under 52.5 at minus 110 odds. So if we go to the Chiefs game, lines have been moving significantly lower in this game. I'm not sure if it's weather related, although I don't think that really makes sense, just given where this game is being played, but maybe it does. we were able to get this initially on DraftKings minus 110, and the total has been coming down all week long on the sharp sportsbooks such as Pinnacle. So we first grabbed, under 52.5 minus 110, and then we grabbed under 49 at minus 110. You can see Pinnacle's all the way down at minus 126 right now. So under 49 was a great line that we were able to get with OddsJam. So even, if you're looking to create a win bet parlay and use your chips, even right now, like under 48.5 seems like a pretty good price. Pinnacle's all the way down at minus 117. So this would be, maybe a good leg to include in your win bet spin wheel parlay. So let's go back here. So we, Sam Houston State, Chiefs under 49, Cavs Bulls over 208.5, Bears Packers under 42, that's on Unibet, and then 2 more plus EV plays on WinBet. So we'll see how these bets turn out. Hopefully the profit continues to tick higher, even though we're heavily limited on, nearly all of these sports books. I'm limited on TwinSpires, DraftKings, Fanduel, WinBet. Sometimes it seems like BetMGM very heavily. I don't even bother checking them anymore. I actually filtered BetMGM out in my settings. So if you want to, you can customize all your settings. If you want to see player props, do you want to get email notifications, all these things you can customize in OddsJam. So yeah, I hope you found this video helpful. Any questions you have about sports betting, sharp sports betting, promos, whatever it is, you can reach out to us and we'll be happy to help. And thanks so much for your time.